Good afternoon. My name is John Warner. Glad to be bringing you baseball from Rome, Georgia for the final time here in 2023. It's the Hawks' last home game of the series today as the Schroeder University Hawks take on the Clark Atlanta University Panthers. Carson Cook will get the ball on the mound for the Hawks. The Hawks righty finishing up his warm-up tosses, and we are just about ready for first pitch here in Rome, Georgia. For the Hawks defensively, left to right across the outfield, Kobe Jones, Cody Kraus, and Jacob Pager. At third base, Jacob Woods. Shortstop is Tommy Schroeder. The second baseman, Norman Leon. At first, Justin Barnes. Behind the plate is Logan Stockton. And once again on the mound for the Hawks is number 22, Carson Cook, the Bremen, Georgia native, will be the starter here in inning number 1 for the Hawks as they square off today against the Clark Atlanta Panthers. The first man to the box will be number 9, Easton Bing, the first baseman. So waiting now on Clark Atlanta's third base coach to make his way to the box. He's ready to go. So is Easton Bing. He climbs into the box. Cook getting his sign, working from the stretch, fires the first pitch, which is in there for a strike. 0-1 the count on Easton Bing to open the ball game. Good start for Carson Cook on the mound. Here's his 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball. This one's a strike. 0-2. Breaking ball there and a beauty from Cook right over the outside corner. Well ahead of Clark Atlanta's first baseman now. 0-2. Chop to the right side over the Clark Atlanta dugout. Out of play. Easton Bing, a .214 hitter and 112 at-bats coming into today. 24 hits, including 3 doubles, a homer, and 14 RBIs here in 2023. This one misses upstairs from Cook. 1-2 now. So Bing putting up a good battle here with 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Just missed the outside corner. Great pitch there from Carson Cook, but just missed off the outside, says the home plate umpire. So the battle continues. 2 balls and 2 strikes on the game's opening hitter, Easton Bing. This one's shot out of play off to the right side. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. So regardless of the outcome here, good at-bat for Clark Atlanta's leadoff man. Another pitch from Cook. This one's shot out to short, but handled by Tommy Schroeder. 1 up and 1 down to start the ball game for Carson Cook. Ball's hit well by Easton Bing, but unfortunately for him, right at the Hawks shortstop Schroeder, ranging just a step to his right and making the chest-high grab for out number 1. So here's Daniel Gay. He takes a strike, 0-1. Nice breaking ball there from Cook on the opening pitch of the at-bat. 0-1 pitch is down low. Righty working from the stretch. Here it is. Popped up right side, but this will get out of play. It finds the parking lot off to the right. And an expensive sounding foul ball at that. 1-2 the count on Daniel Gay. Here it is from Cook. Breaking ball on the ground to short. Off the glove of Schroeder into shallow left field. He will round first, but slam on the brakes. Throw goes into second base. Leon ranging off the bag. We'll check the scoring, but it'll look like a single for Daniel Gay. Indeed, it will be. The first hit of the game for Clark Atlanta. 1 on and 1 out now for Contavious Veal. Tough play for Schroeder to make. Hard hit ground ball to his right. Tried to pick the hop, but came up empty. So man aboard now for the Panthers. And their second baseman, Contavious Veal, at the plate. Hawks looking for the double play ball. First one's in the dirt. Excellent block behind the plate from Stockton. Change up that skipped right at the cut of the grass where the dirt begins off to the right. Not an easy play to make for the Hawks backstop, but he made it look easy. Count is 1-0 on Contavious Veal. Viola's hit into one double play ball in the season. This one up and in, sends him dancing out of the way. Down to the ground in a heap. A 2-0 count now on Veal. A wild miss there from Cook. Runner starts and stops as Veal takes a strike, 2-1. Daniel Gay looked to be off to the races there, but quickly put on the brakes. He's 11 for 13 in stolen base attempts on the season. So definitely one of Clark Atlanta's premier base threats. Pick off the first by Cook, but Gay able to beat the throw back in time safely. As a team, Clark Atlanta has hit into 18 double plays on the season. Another pick off the first. This one a little closer, but Gay once again back to the bag safely. Right back up to his feet and out to a nice lead at first. Here's a 2-1 from Cook. Gets sent off to the right side, foul. Veal a little tardy on that fastball. A little deep into the zone, but able to catch a piece and send it off to the right side over the Clark Atlanta dugout. 2-2 even count now on Contavious Veal. This one's lined to the right side and through, a base hit. Gay will head to third. Here comes the throw by Pager. It is cut off. They throw back to first base now, and Veal is out. Heads up play there by Tommy Schroeder, taking the cut and firing back to first. Barnes applies the tag, and Veal is rung up at first base, so credit him with the single. And the 9-6-3 put out for out number 2. Ran at third now, 2 outs. And Victor Brown will be the batter now. First pitch here is fouled out of play, 0-1. So Brown behind, 0-1. Cook looking to escape a top of the first inning jam. Man at third, 2 outs. Breaking ball, sent out of play off to the right side, 0-2. So Cook now just a strike away from straining the game's first run, 90 feet away at third base. Here's the 0-2. Too high. Cook goes with the 0-2 elevated fastball, but Brown able to leave that one on the top shelf. Ball and 2 strikes now on the Panthers right fielder. In the dirt, it gets away from Stockton, but not far enough for Daniel Gay to think about coming home. 2-2 the count. Another good block behind the plate for Stockton. Second really good one of the inning. Cook will ask for a new baseball. His request is granted by the home plate umpire. Tosses the old one to Stockton. The umpire issues him a new one. 2-2 count. Still on Victor Brown. Trying to give Clark Atlanta an early 1-0 lead here in the top of the first inning. Two, just missed. What a take there with 2 strikes from Victor Brown. Breaking ball over the inside corner. Just missed off the edge. And it's a 3-2 count now to Victor Brown. Payoff pitch, misses up and in for ball 4. A 2-out base runner for Clark Atlanta. Runners at the corners now for Andrew Garner. First walk issued by Carson Cook on the bump. First and third, and with that, Stockton will emerge from his crouch and issue signs to his infield, ensuring that they're all on the same page in the event of a steal. And now the man serving as both the pitcher and designated hitter for Clark Atlanta in the game, Andrew Garner, will be the hitter. He awaits the first pitch from Carson Cook. Fastball, blew it right by him, strike 1. Andrew Garner, second on the team in average, 327 and 98 at-bats this season. Pick off the first by Cook, but not close. Brown back safely. Garner has 32 hits on the year, 5 doubles, a triple, 3 homers, which is tied for tops on the team, and 26 RBIs, which also leads the team. They got the runner picked off now. He's in a rundown. Leon will come to the plate. It is offline, and the run will score. So Cook had the runner picked off at first base. Brown taking off to an early jump. Ball went to Leon, who tried to cut the runner down at home. His throw was offline. Stockton couldn't handle it. And it's a 1-0 Clark Atlanta lead here in the top of the first inning. Man is second now. 2 outs. Pause here. Stockton had something in his eye behind the plate. So 1 run already home here for Clark Atlanta, but a potential second in scoring position still with 2 outs. This one straightens him up on the inside corner, ball 1. Another fastball there from Cook. This one missed off the plate inside. Garner straightening up to get out of the way of that one. Here's the 1-1. Chopper foul left side behind the plate. 1-2 now on Garner. For Carson Cook on the season, a 4.31 ERA, making his 14th appearance of the season, his 5th start. 31 in the 3rd inning pitch coming into today. He's surrendered 15 earned runs, 9 walks to 14 strikeouts for the Hawks righty. This one's in the air to shallow center field. It'll be Kraus coming in, should have no trouble, and does not. He puts it away for out number 3. But Clark Atlanta strikes for an early run on a 1st and 3rd steal. Daniel Gay comes home to score on the errant throw by Norman Leon. At the end of 1/2 inning, it's the Clark Atlanta Panthers 1, and the Hawks coming to the plate. For the Clark Atlanta Panthers defensively, from left to right across the outfield, is Minra Matfumo, Daniel Gay, and Victor Brown. At third base, Jermaine Brock Jr., shortstop Justice Page, second baseman Contavious Veal. At first, Easton Bing, behind the plate Dorian Andrews, and on the mound is the man who made the final out in the top of the first inning, number 20, Andrew Garner. Garner is a 6'2" sophomore from Lanham, Maryland, graduate of Bishop McNamara High School. Will be tasked with dealing with this Hawks order here in the bottom of the first inning. First man to greet him will be Jacob Pager, the Hawks right fielder. First pitch to Pager is high, ball one. Garner starts him off with a breaking ball, but missed above the zone. Pager ahead in the count. Fastball too low. Ball two. Nice take there from Pager. Pager hitting .293 on the season and 133 at-bats entering play today. Awaits the 2-0 pitch from Garner. Fastball finds the outside corner for a strike. Pager has 39 hits on the season, including 8 doubles, 3 homers, 27 RBIs, and a .421 slugging percentage. Pager reaching base at a .417 clip. 2-1 pitch is fouled out of play off to the left, strike two. Garner back to work. Working from the stretch, here's another 2-2 pitch. In the dirt, nice take from Pager. So Jacob Pager has run the count full against Andrew Garner. Able to lay off a breaking ball in the dirt. We'll see what Garner has for him now with a full count. Up and in, and that hit him. So Pager gets the 3-2 hit by pitch. Wouldn't have mattered anyway. It would have been ball four. But he will trot down to first base. Here's Kobe Jones, man aboard, nobody out, here in the bottom of the first. So here is Kobe Jones, who has been on an absolute tear of late. Jones goes after the first one and sends it into left. That sends Matt Fumo back. Pager will trot back to the bag as Matt Fumo makes the catch for the Hawks' first out of the inning. So Jones aggressive, goes after the first pitch down low, golfs it out to left field. An easy play for Matt Fumo. 1-on-1 out now for Tommy Schroeder, the Hawks shortstop. First pitch from Garner is high. They backpick to first base, but Pager back in plenty of time. Looked like a little pitch out there from Clark Atlanta. Quick to the plate. Catcher Dorian Andrews was awaiting that pitch in the left-handed batter's box, but Pager not running, at least on that pitch. Here's the 1-0. Can't find the zone, 2-0. Looked like an off-speed pitch down and away. Pager able to resist, or I should say Schroeder able to resist. He's in the driver's seat now, 2-0. Too high. In the series this past weekend against Mars Hill, Schroeder just 1 for 10 at the plate, but the one was a big one, a home run for Schroeder as he takes down away here, ball four. So there's the first walk by Andrew Garner. Pager reached first on the hit by pitch with a fly out of Kobe Jones sandwiched in between. 2-on-1 out now for Justin Barnes. Long look in from Andrew Garner. Finally gets the sign he likes. Sets just above the belt and delivers to the plate. High and away. Barnes ahead. 1 ball, no strikes. 4 straight misses to Tommy Schroeder. Now ball 1 issued to Justin Barnes. Another long look in from Garner. Checks the runner second. Now to the plate. And now we have time called by the catcher. So the pitch will not count. Still a 1-0 count on Justin Barnes. So a little bit of confusion now behind the plate between Dorian Andrews, the catcher, and the home plate umpire. So they appear to have gotten things straightened out behind the plate. 1-0 is the count on Justin Barnes. Chance for the Hawks to tie this game. Jacob Pager standing at second, Tommy Schroeder at first. One of is not close. A breaking ball upstairs. They back pick to first, but Schroeder goes back feet first into the bag. 2-0 the count. For Andrew Garner on the mound this season, a 14.54 ERA. This is his 4th appearance. He's worked just 4 1/3 innings. He's allowed 7 earned runs, 9 walks to 4 strikeouts for the Clark Atlanta righty. Barnes sends this one out of play off to the right side. Barnes not waiting around. Got a pitch he liked, went after it, but missed underneath it and sent it out of play to the right side. 2-1 the count now on the Hawks' first baseman. Garner ready. Now to the plate. Barnes sends this one in the air to right field. That's going to get down. Pager rounds third. He heads to the plate. Long throw home will overshoot the cutoff man. Pager scores easily. And Justin Barnes, just as he's done all season long, drives in a run with an RBI single to tie the game at 1. Schroeder advances to third. Runners at the corners now for Norman Leon. And a chance for the Hawks to take the lead. Still just 1 out in the inning. A single by Barnes. The Hawks' first hit of the afternoon, also driving home their first run. Pager cashes in the leadoff hit by pitch. Leon smokes this one down the left field line. That is a fair ball. It hops over the wall and out of play. It'll be an RBI double for Norman Leon, and the Hawks pull in front. It's now 2-1. Schroeder scores. It sends Barnes to third on the ground rule double. 2 men in scoring position now for Gavin Millines. So Leon wasting little time. He ambushes the first pitch fastball, smokes it into the left field corner. Might have scored Barnes as well had it not hopped over the wall, but we'll never know, as Millines takes down and away for ball. A 3-0 count on Gavin Millines after the RBI double by Norman Leon. Barnes standing at third. Leon is second. 3 balls and no strikes on the Hawks' designated hitter. We'll see if he has the green light against Andrew Garner. He takes it for a strike. Fastball right down Broadway, but Millines look to be taking all the way. 2 runs home for the Hawks here in the bottom of the first inning, but looking for more with Millines at the plate. This one's not close. It skips in the dirt for ball 4. Bases loaded now for Jacob Woods. So a chance for the Hawks to break this one open. They lead by 1, but the bases are full with just 1 out of the inning. Jacob Woods, the hitter. Working from the windup. Here's the pitch from Garner. Breaking ball finds the inside corner. Strike 1. Woods had a nice series this past weekend against Mars Hill. 3 for 10 at the plate with a homer, a double, 2 RBIs, a run scored, and a pair of walks for the Hawks' third baseman. 0-1 here is outside. They back pick to first base, and scrambling to catch it is Easton Bing. Millines looked to screen Bing over at the bag. Clark Atlanta fortunate that one was not sitting in the right field corner. 1-1 count now on Jacob Woods. Garner winds and delivers. Fastball in for a strike. Jacob Woods. Hawks lead 2-1 here in the early going, but looking for more with the bases loaded. Outside with a fastball. Big moment here early in this one. Bases loaded, 1 out. Andrew Garner ready to deliver a 2-2 pitch. It's foul tipped into the mitt for strike 3. Elevated breaking ball. Woods caught a piece, but Dorian Andrews able to hang on behind the plate. Woods is struck out for out number 2. 2 gone now in the inning, and it's up to Logan Stockton for the Hawks to add on. The 8th Hawk hitter of the inning coming to the plate now in the form of Logan Stockton. Here it is from Garner. Stockton goes after it, chases it, and sends it off the screen foul. High fastball there out of the right arm of Andrew Garner. Stockton obliged and was just able to catch a piece of that fastball and send it off the net for strike 1. A 1 pitch in the dirt. Nice block behind the plate by Dorian Andrews. Saved a run. Barnes was ready to sprint home towards the plate, but nice job by Andrews behind the dish to corral that one, keep it in front of him. And for the moment, keep the Hawks' 3rd run of the afternoon parked at third base. This one is fouled back by Stockton as well, now 1-2. Stockton appeared in 2 out of the 3 games this past weekend at Mars Hill. In those 2 games, Stockton was 2 for 8 with a homer, 3 RBIs, and 2 runs scored. Looking to collect a bases-loaded hit here, but he's behind in the count, a ball and 2 strikes with 2 outs in the inning. Here it is from Andrews. It's outside. Andrew Garner missing with a 1-2 fastball. Makes the count 2-2. Hawks would love for this count to go full so they could get all 3 runners a head start. But first, here's the 2-2. Off the end of the bat out to first, Bing will scoop it and take it to the bag himself. An easy play by Eason Bing to retire the side. But the Hawks strike for 2 runs on 2 hits, and they strand 3. We head to the 2nd inning. Shorter Hawks lead 2-1. New pitcher on the mound for the Hawks here in the top of the 2nd inning. It's number 40, Trevor Nanny. Nanny, a 6'4" senior from Shelby, North Carolina, a transfer from Guildford Technical Community College. will face off against the bottom third of the order, bottom half of the order, I should say. Jermaine Brock Jr., the 6-hole hitter, will be the first man to greet him out of the bullpen. Here's the first pitch from Nanny. Fastball sent on the ground to second. Leon fields it on the second hop. Easy play for the Hawks second baseman. 1 up and 1 down for Trevor Nanny. Final line for the Hawks starter, Carson Cook. He goes just 1 inning, allowing 2 hits, 1 walk, 1 run, though it was unearned on the throwing error. So his afternoon comes to an early end. Looks like a bullpen kind of day for the Hawks, as Justice Page, the shortstop, is the next man to hit off of Trevor Nanny. Nanny fires in a strike, 0-1. For Nanny on the season, a 3.45 ERA, making his 20th appearance on the year. Another fastball and another strike. Quickly 0-2 on Justice Page. Nanny has worked 31 in the third innings coming into today. He's allowed 12 earned runs, 17 walks, and 13 strikeouts for the Hawks righty. 0-2 pitch in the dirt. Gets away from Stockton, but no swing by Page. So it matters not. A ball and 2 strikes now on the Clark Atlanta shortstop. Hawks interplay with a 24-19 overall record, including a 12-8 home record here in Rome. They're 14-12 in the Gulf South Conference, good enough for 6th place in the GSC. This one dips down and away for ball 2. Shorter resides currently just a half a game of Lee, who they will square off with for 3 games this weekend in Cleveland, Tennessee, on Friday, April the 28th, and Saturday, April the 29th. This one's popped up, right side. Barnes gives it a look, but he has no play. So needless to say, this upcoming series on the road at Lee will have a huge bearing on the Hawks season. Hawks are almost virtually guaranteed to make the playoffs, barring a sweep at the hands of Lee. Need 1 game at least to clinch, but would like to have some more to secure a more favorable seed. This one's inside, and it's off the knob of the bat of Page, so it's a foul ball. Two and 2 count. Nanny ready and fires the plate. Inside corner, strike 3 called. Trevor Nanny catches Justice Page looking. Strikeout victim for out number 2. First strikeout of the day for Trevor Nanny. Bases empty, 2 gone now for Minra Mapfumo. First pitch to Mapfumo, in for a strike, 0-1. A lot of strikes from Trevor Nanny out of the bullpen. Exactly what the Hawks are looking for here in this midweek appearance for the Hawks righty. Working quickly, the 0-1. Got it right by him for strike 2. Nanny blows the express right by the bat of Mapfumo. Well ahead now, no balls and 2 gone here in the top of the second. Nanny looking for a clean inning, and he won't get it on that pitch. It just misses off the edge. Mapfumo, a 5'10" sophomore from Bronx, New York, product of Cardinal Hayes High School. This one's well high above the zone, ball 2. Nanny looking for the final strike of the inning. Here's his 2-2. Got him, swinging, strike 3. Stockton will apply the tag, and Clark Atlanta goes down 1-2-3 at the hands of Trevor Nanny here in the top of the second inning. 9, 1, and 2 due up for the Hawks here in the home half of the second inning, looking to extend upon their 2-1 lead. Trevor Nanny pitched a brilliant top half of the second inning, retiring Clark Atlanta 3 up and 3 down, including 2 strikeouts of Justice Page and Minra Mafumo, respectively, to end the inning. So here's Cody Kraus looking to lead things off for the Hawks offense here in their half of the second inning. Andrew Garner still on the mound for Clark Atlanta. Kraus skies this one mile high to the right side. Ranging into the visitors' bullpen is Contavious Veal, but they will run out of room. It's a foul ball for strike one. Bing and Veal both over to give that one a look. Towering fly ball off to the right side, but it goes to strike one on the Hawks center fielder. Oh, 1 pitch, outside. Miss off the plate there from Andrew Garner. 1-1 now on Cody Kraus. In the dirt, this one skips off the glove of Doran Andrews behind the plate. 2-1. Kraus was 2 for 9 in the series at Mars Hill, including a double and RBI, 4 runs scored, and 4 walks. So though just had 2 hits in the series, 4 walks, getting it done out of the 9-hole for the Hawks. Beautiful pitch here from Andrew Garner. Paints the fastball over the low outside corner. 2-2. Kraus down to his final strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it is from Garner. Swung on, miss. Strike 3. Kraus fans to open the bottom of the second for the Hawks. 1 out now for Jacob Pager. Second strikeout for Garner on the mound. Back to the top now for the Hawks right fielder. Pager was hit by a pitch and eventually came around to score on the single by Justin Barnes. Looking to get things started for the Hawks right now with 1 out. Fastball misses too high. Garner snapping his glove in frustration at that miss. Well above the zone, head high over the plate against Jacob Pager. This one is behind him. Breaking ball right at the neck of Pager. He had to duck out of the way of that baseball. 2-0. So some wild misses here from Andrew Garner to open the at-bat against Pager. We'll see what he comes back with now with a 2-0 count. Down low. This one like a fastball, but still missed well below the zone. Pager in the driver's seat now. We'll see if Pager has the green light. Here's the 3-0 pitch. He shows bunt, pulls back, and takes a strike. 3-1. Pager trying to throw off the pitcher Garner there, but Garner having none of it. Fires in a strike to make it 3-1. This one misses high, ball 4, 1 out walk to Jacob Pager. A man aboard at first and 1 out now for Kobe Jones, the Hawks left fielder. Flew out to his opposite number, Minra Mafumo, in left, and is only at bat. First pitch here is a strike. Pager with a delayed steal down to second to throw, and it's not in time. Delayed steal by Jacob Pager. Clark Atlanta not fooled by it, but Pager just sliding in ahead of throw. A stolen base for Jacob Pager. Stolen base number 22 on the season for Jacob Pager. He leads the team in that category. Now here's the 0-1 to Jones. Jones sends this one in the air to the left. Mafumo moving over. Can't make the play. It's off his glove. It rolls behind him. Jones will head to second base, and he will arrive there standing. Mafumo moving to his right. Had a beat on that ball. Should have made a chest-high grab, but it hit off the bottom of his glove. It'll be a 2-base error on the Clark Atlanta left fielder, but the Hawks will take it. Minute second and third. 1 out now for Tommy Schroeder. So 2 men in scoring position now for Tommy Schroeder. Here's the pitch from Garner. Drops in a breaking ball for a strike. Nice pitch there from the Clark Atlanta righty. This one backs him off the plate, ball one. Clark Atlanta comes into town wearing their black jerseys, gray pants, white piping on the jerseys stemming from around the collarbone, and the Clark Atlanta Panther over the left chest, red hat, red bill. For the visiting Clark Atlanta Panthers, here's the 1-1 from Garner. Jones in the air to center, or should we say Schroeder. This one drops in a base hit. Jones will hold at third. It's cut off by Bing. It's an RBI single for Tommy Schroeder. Makes it 3-1. Jacob Pager comes home to score, and the Hawks cash in the two-base error by Matt Fumo in left. Man at the corners now, one out for Justin Barnes. Kobe Jones got a great read off the bat on that line drive to center field. Thought it might hang up long enough for Daniel Gay to track it down, but it did not. Jones advances to third. Schroeder stays at first. Runners at the corners for Justin Barnes. Barnes lines this one left side and through, a base hit. Schroeder will take the extra base on Matt Fumo. His throw into third is not in time, and on the throw to third, Justin Barnes takes second. Some defensive adventures in left by Matt Fumo. A line drive single out to him by Justin Barnes brings home Kobe Jones. Schroeder advances to third on the error, and Barnes will also take second on the throw. So his second RBI hit in as many at-bats for Justin Barnes. Schroeder goes all the way to third. And here's Norman Leon looking to keep things going for the Hawks. Leon with a big cut to miss for strike one. Went after the high fastball there, but came up empty. He's behind Andrew Garner, 0-1. Breaking ball. This one's hit hard in the center field. That's a base hit. Barnes will be held at third. Schroeder chums home to score. Leon slams on the break at first. It's an RBI single, this time by Norman Leon, to make it 5-1. Second run scored of the day by Tommy Schroeder. Barnes advances to third. Once again, runners at the corners for the Hawks. And here is Gavin Millines. Second RBI of the day by Leon. The first one coming back in the first inning on his RBI double. This one an RBI single into center field. First pitch to Millines is a breaking ball that misses right at his shoe tops for ball one. Millines ahead, a ball and no strikes. Barnes at third, Leon at first. The 1-0 pitch. In for a strike. One. Here it is to Millines. It's down low, ball two. Millines wanted it, but he's able to resist. Makes the count 2-1. This one's in the dirt, 3-1. Millines able to lay off some tough pitches here. Pushes the count to 3 balls and a strike on the Hawks' designated hitter. This one's in the dirt. Millines checks his swing. And he went around at strike 2. So this time Millines not able to hold off. Just went around. Makes it a full count now. Runners at first and third, 1 out of the inning. Full count pitch is chopped foul. Nice job by Millines to stay alive. It was a nice series for Millines against Mars Hill. 3 for 9 at the plate with a pair of homers, 6 RBIs, 3 runs scored, 5 walks, and he even had a stolen base. Gavin Millines doing it all this past weekend. Looking to do some damage here. 3-2 pitch. Runners on the move. It's in the dirt for strike 3. Millines is out as first base was occupied Leon steals second, but Millines is a casualty for out number 2. So runners at second and third now for Jacob Woods. Give Leon the stolen base. That's his 21st of the season. And after that, here comes Clark Atlanta out to the mound. Clark Atlanta's head coach, Kenteus Carter, will go to his bullpen here. Andrew Garner departs after striking out Millines. Men at second and third and 2 outs for the Hawks here in the home half of the second inning. New pitcher on the mound for Clark Atlanta is number 14, Isaiah Newman. The righty standing 6 foot even. He's a freshman from Hamden, Connecticut, graduate of Easham's High School. Will face off against Jacob Woods, trying to limit the damage. Hawks have scored 3 runs already here in the bottom of the second, but looking for more. Runners at second and third, 2 outs, and Jacob Woods at the dish for the Hawks. Here's the first pitch from Newman. It's in the dirt. Andrews blocks it up. For Isaiah Newman on the season, a 6.52 ERA, making his 12th appearance of the season, his 10th in relief. He's worked 19 in the third innings. He's allowed 26 runs, only 14 of them earned. 17 walks to 17 strikeouts, a perfect balance for the Panthers righty. The first pitcher out of the bullpen today for Clark Atlanta. 1-0 pitch on the ground to third. That is a foul ball. Jacob Woods almost snuck that one down the third base line. It would have certainly been 2 runs for the Hawks. Instead, it's strike 1. Ball and a strike now on the Hawks' third baseman. Here it is. Breaking ball in the dirt. Woods ahead now, 2-1. Looking to drive home Barnes and Leon, standing at third and second base respectively. Fastball up and in. Logan Stockton would be next should Jacob Woods reach with 2 outs. 3-1 to Woods. It's fouled back. That'll run the count full, 3-2. Fastball right at the letters. Woods only able to send it back to the screen. Full count now on the Hawks' third baseman. Here it is from Newman. Fouled away again. For Woods on the season, 11 RBIs, but a potential 12 and 13 waiting for him on the base pass. Should he collect a 2-out single here? Another 3-2 pitch. Out in front, he fouls this one back. So good battle put up here by Jacob Woods. Refusing to go down easily with 2 strikes and 2 outs and a full count. 3-2 on the Hawks' third baseman. Long look in from Isaiah Newman. Now he's ready. Fires another 3-2, and again it's fouled straight back. Woods right on it, but been unable to catch more than a piece of the baseball. So we'll reset, and once more await a full count pitch from Isaiah Newman. Hawks lead 5-1. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. Up and in, it drills him. Woods is hit right in the back with a fastball, and he will take first base on the hit by pitch. Woods padding his team-leading hit by pitch totals, now standing at 9. Schroeder next closest with 7. As Woods takes first base to load the bases, here's Logan Stockton, the Hawks catcher, batting with the bases loaded for the second time here in this one. Breaking ball, not close out of the hand, ball 1. That one just took off on Newman. Didn't follow through, and it finished above the head, in fact, of Logan Stockton. 1-0. Fastball misses high again, 2-0. Big hack and a miss by Stockton. Saw a high fastball and his eyes lit up as he went after it, but unfortunately came up empty. Had a big time swing there, but nothing to show for it except strike 1. This one's fouled away. Another fastball. Newman going right after Stockton. He fouls this one off. Even count now, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Newman winds. The 2-2 pitch is fouled back. Hawks making Newman throw a lot of pitches, especially with 2 strikes. Big at bat put up by Woods. Fouled away a ton of pitches with a 3-2 count. Eventually was hit right in the back with a fastball. Stockton getting to a 2-2 count. He's also fouled away a pair of pitches. Another 2-2 on the way. Grounded third base side and foul off the netting of the Hawks dugout. It ricochets out to the third baseman, Jermaine Brock Jr., who returns it to Wes Timmons. Flip down the dugout. Ball goes out of play. Still a 2-2 count on Logan Stockton. This one's in the dirt, ball 3. So with a full count, the carousel on the base pass ready to take off. All 3 runners will get a head start with a full count and 2 outs. There go the runners. Here comes the pitch. It is in the air to left. Matt Fumo should have room. Moving to his left, he's under it, and he makes the squeeze to retire the side. Hawks get 3 runs, but strand 3 runners on base. As we go to the third, Shorter Hawks lead 5-1. Trevor Nanny back on the mound for the top of the third inning. Nine, 1, and 2 in the order for Clark Atlanta, starting with Dorian Andrews, the catcher. Getting his first looks here in this one. Nanny breezes through the second, back out for the third, pours in a strike here, 0-1. Once again, Trevor Nanny ahead. Here's his 0-1 pitch. Blew it right by him, strike 2. Andrews much too tardy on that fastball. Nanny looking for the strikeout. Another 0-2 pitch. In the dirt, he went around. Stockton blocks it and throws it down to first base. Barnes has it in time. A 3-pitch strikeout of Dorian Andrews starts the top of the third inning. Make it 3 strikeouts in a row for Nanny, dating back to the end of the second inning. Back to the top now for Easton Bing as the lineup card turns over for the first time for Clark Atlanta. Up and in, and this one hits him on the helmet. Being helped to his feet by the umpire in Stockton. He looks to be okay. He'll take first base on the hit by a pitch. A scary moment, but it looks like Bing is okay. That fastball just got away from Nanny, rode up and in, and it hits Easton Bing on the helmet. That's what you wear it for. Now Clark Atlanta will go out to check on him, of course. Always a scary moment when you're hitting the head like that. So we're going to take a brief pause here for Easton Bing as they check him out over at first base. So thankfully, Easton Bing looks to be okay. The Clark Atlanta trainer came out to check on him, but he'll remain in the game at first base. 1 on, 1 out after the hit by pitch. And Daniel Gay, the batter now. First blemish for Trevor Nanny in an inning and a third of work. He'd retired the first 4 men he'd seen up until that point. But 1 on and 1 out now for Daniel Gay. In the dirt, nice scoop by Stockton. So Nanny with a wild miss after the hit by pitch. 1-0 the count on the Clark Atlanta center fielder. Nanny to the plate. Fastball misses low. The Clark Atlanta University Panthers interplay with a 14-25 record, including a 9-18 record in SIAC conference play. They're 6-12 on the road, and they're 9th in the SIAC conference. 2-0 pitch is sent out of play foul off to the right side. Clark Atlanta lost 2 out of 3 in their series against Savannah State this last weekend. They lost 11-1, 8-5, and split the middle game by a score of 12-8. 2-1 the count. Here it is from Nanny. This one's down low. Clark Atlanta's final series will be this weekend at Edward Waters College in Jacksonville, Florida. They trail the Shorter Hawks 5-1 here in the top of the third inning. Bing on the move, but it won't matter. This one's up and in. It sends the batter Daniel Gay to the ground. A walk followed the hit by a pitch. 2 on, 1 out now for Contavious Veal. So after the hit by pitch followed by the walk, here comes Wes Timmons out to the mound. We'll see if he goes to his bullpen here in the top of the third with 1 out, or if he will allow Trevor Nanny to remain in this ball game. Give me a little zoom. Trevor Nanny will stay in the game, it appears, for the moment. Wes Timmons departs back to the dugout. Contavious Veal, the batter. 2 on, 1 out. Gay, the runner at first. Eason Bing, the second hitter of the inning, chilling at second. This one's in the dirt. It gets away. Bing is going to try to head for third, and he will arrive there with a slide. Also moving down to second is Daniel Gay. So pitch in the dirt. It got away from Stockton. Both runners are able to advance 90 feet. And a great scoring chance here for Clark Atlanta with 3-hole hitter Contavious Veal at the dish. Fastball called strike. Nice pitch there from Nanny to get back in the zone. Fastball right over the outside corner. It's a bunt attempt, and it's fouled away. Clark Atlanta trying to squeeze home Eason Bing from third, but doesn't pan out. It's strike 2 on Veal. Both runners will retreat back to their respective bases. Nanny ready. He fires the 1-2 pitch. It's down low. Nice job to hold off there from Veal. Didn't expand his zone and chase with 2 strikes. Pushes the count back to level. With the Clark Atlanta team leader in average, Contavious Veal at the plate. In the dirt, they check his swing. And they won't appeal it. It's 3-2. So another nice take there from Veal to run the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes working against Trevor Nanny. Full count pitch coming from Trevor Nanny. In the air to center. Kraus coming in. Will take it. Runner will tag. Here comes the throw from Kraus. It is not in time. Bing able to beat the throw. A nice one-hop throw from Cody Kraus to the plate. Stockton upset he couldn't get the out call, but evidently Eason Bing able to sneak his hand around the tag, touching the plate, coming home to score Clark Atlanta's second run of the afternoon. Tagging up and moving to third on the throw is Daniel Gay. So a sacrifice flying an RBI for Contavious Veal. So Clark Atlanta's second run coming at the expense of their second out of the inning. Strike 1 taken by Victor Brown. Showed bunt but pulled back and took the pitch right over the heart of the plate. Potential third run standing at third for Clark Atlanta, as Brown goes after this one in the dirt and comes up empty for strike 2. Nice breaking ball there from Trevor Nanny, looking to get one final strike to bring it in to the top of the third inning. Here's the 0-2. Another breaking ball. This time it just missed. Brown able to hold off. This one is well high. Fastball above the head of Victor Brown. 2-2 the count with a man at third and 2 gone in the inning. 1 run home in the inning for Clark Atlanta, but a potential second waiting just 90 feet away at third base. This one's in the dirt. Nice job once again by Victor Brown, able to hold off of that enticing breaking ball. And from 0-2, it's gone full to 3-2. Good battle here from Victor Brown. Nanny trying to win the battle. Here's the 3-2. It's a called strike 3. Nanny finally wears him down and catches Victor Brown looking to strand a potential run for Clark Atlanta at third base. But the Panthers do strike for one on a sacrifice fly by Contavious Veal. We head to the bottom of the third. Hawks lead 5-2. Isaiah Newman back on the hill for Clark Atlanta here in the bottom of the third inning. Looking to keep the Hawks off the scoreboard after they were able to cut into the deficit just so slightly. It's now just a 3-run ball game. For the second consecutive inning, Cody Kraus leading things off for the Hawks. Struck out to open the bottom of the second inning. He'll look to change his fortunes here, squaring off against Isaiah Newman. The first pitch to him is a bunt back to the mound. Newman fields it cleanly, has time, throws to first, and Kraus is out on the bunt attempt. It was a drag bunt attempt by Cody Kraus, but clearly not where he was trying to place it. Had it been off to the left or the right, even so slightly, probably would have been a base hit. Instead, it's a one pitch out to open the third. Back to the top now for Jacob Pager. Breaking ball too high for ball one. Pager has reached base twice, a hit by pitch and a walk. He's also scored a pair of runs. He also has a stolen base to his line thus far. Slow breaking ball. This one floats in for a strike, 1-1. Newman evens the count. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fastball too far in. This past weekend, Pager was 4 for 12 at the plate in the series. A pair of homers, 5 RBIs, 4 runs scored, 3 walks, and 3 stolen bags for the Hawks right fielder as he takes high here. 3-1 the count. Newman falling behind the Hawks right fielder. Here it is. It's in the dirt. Ball 4. Second straight walk for Jacob Pager. His third time on base today without benefit of a hit. That brings up Kobe Jones. Jones reached safely on a 2-base error by the left fielder, Matt Fumo, back in the second inning. 1 on, 1 out. First pitch to Jones is down low for ball 1. Jones fouls this one off to the left side, strike 1. Low fastball. Jones went down to get it, but only able to send it out of play, foul for strike 1. Pick off the first base, but Pager not too far off, able to get back safely. Another pick off the first, Bing scrambling off the bag to flag that one down. Jones takes high and away. Another fastball there from Isaiah Newman, but Jones able to resist. Jones ahead now, 2 balls and a strike. Man at first, 1 out. He dribbles this one, fouls it off his foot for strike 2. Jones, the team leader in average with a healthy 372. That's in 164 at-bats entering play today. He leads the team in runs scored with 41, with total hits with 61. 9 home runs and 42 RBIs. All of those categories lead the team. Takes this one away. Full count, 3-2. Jones also has 10 doubles on the season, good for 3rd place on the team. Full count, 1 out. Here's the pitch from Newman. Skied on the infield. It'll be the shortstop Page to take it a few steps behind the bag. Sunglasses gleaming, he makes the catch for out number 2. So here's Tommy Schroeder. Jones unable to advance the runner. And it's up to the Hawks shortstop to prolong the bottom of the 3rd inning for the Hawks. Schroeder digs in. Looking to spark a 2-out rally for the Hawks here with Pager standing aboard at first. Schroeder takes down and away for ball 1. Not a bad pitch at all there from Isaiah Newman, but his fastball just missed off the low outside edge. One-0 pitch. Breaking ball in for a strike. Schroeder, second on the team in average, 345 and 148 at-bats entering play today. 51 hits, including 11 doubles, 1 triple, 2 homers, one of which came this past weekend. Pager with a big lead off of first base. That'll draw a pickoff throw from Newman. 23 RBIs on the year for Schroeder. 473 slugging percentage. He's walked 17 times. He's been hit 7, and he struck out 18 coming into play today. Able to take this one high for ball 2. Schroeder started to swing, but able to lay off that high fastball. Goes his ball 2. This one high as well. They backpicked it first, but Pagel able to scamper back to the bag. Hitters count 3-1 on the Hawks shortstop. See if Schroeder can put together a big swing here and do some damage to this baseball. Cleanup man Justin Barnes, who is 2 for 2, waits on deck. Pager's running. Pitch is high for ball 4, and there will be no throw. So no stolen base for Pager as Schroeder draws the 2-out walk. 2 on, 2 out for Justin Barnes. Second walk of the day for Schroeder. 3rd time he's been on base in as many at-bats. And here's Justin Barnes, who I just mentioned is 2 for 2 with a pair of RBI singles. Hawks lead 5-2, but a mini 2-out rally. 2 on and 2 out. First pitch to Barnes is a swing and a foul tip into the mid of Dorian Andrews, strike 1. Barnes, an aggressive first pitch swing after the walk to Schroeder, but just able to catch a piece. This was in the dirt. It gets away from Andrews, ricochets off the bricks, but will have no throw. Both runners take the extra 90 feet on the wild pitch. That certainly helps the Hawks. A hit now from Justin Barnes could drive home 2 runs and make it a 7-run game for the Hawks. But as it stands currently, it's just a 3-run lead with men at 2nd and 3rd and 2 outs in the inning. Barnes lines this one in the left center field. That's going to get down for a hit. Scoring is Pager. Around third comes Schroeder. A 3rd RBI hit for Justin Barnes. It's now 7-2. So Justin Barnes continues to swing a hot stick. His 4th RBI of the game makes it 7-2. Here's Norman Leon. Leon dumps this one into shallow center. In comes Gay. He won't have a play. It's a base hit. Norman Leon fights one off and sends it into shallow center. Another 2-out hit for the Hawks. So 2 on and 2 out now for the designated hitter Gavin Millines. 0 for 1 day at the plate for the Hawks DH. A strikeout and a walk in 2 plate appearances today. This one is outside, ball 1. First pitch breaking ball there from Isaiah Newman, but couldn't clip the outside edge. Millines second on the team in homers with 6, trailing only Kobe Jones. Another breaking ball, this one not close, it's ball 2. So Newman sticking with the soft stuff, back-to-back breaking balls to Millines, but neither of them finding the zone. Millines geared up for a fastball. Here's the 2-0. It's down and in. So we'll see if Newman gives Millines anything to hit. He does have an open base, although it's at third. He's fallen behind 3 balls and no strikes to Gavin Millines. Here's the pitch to the Bremen native. It's high, ball 4. A 4-pitch 2-out walk to Gavin Millines. He flips the bat back towards the dugout to load the bases for Colin Perkins, who will pinch hit for Jacob Woods. So here's Perkins, the freshman batting with the bases loaded and 2 gone here in the bottom of the third. 2 runs across for the Hawks, but a chance for more as Perkins takes strike 1. Not a bad pitch. Not a bad take, I should say, from Perkins after the 4-pitch walk to Millines to load the bases, but Newman comes right back with a strike to make it 0-1. Breaking ball, strike 2. So Perkins finds himself in a quick 0-2 hole. Newman looking to record one final strike to finally put an end to the bottom of the third. Here's his 0-2. In the dirt, blocked by Andrews. Nice block there from the Clark Atlanta backstop, saving a run. And keeping the bases loaded, at least for the moment. Breaking ball, hammered out of play off to the left side. Matt Fumo over near the wall, but he won't have a play. Perkins still searching for his first hit on the year. He has 8 at-bats. He's 0 for 8. Perkins does have a walk and a hit by a pitch, but 4 strikeouts for the right-handed hitting freshman. Here's another 1-2 pitch from Newman. In the dirt, again a nice block from Dorian Andrews. Nice job by Perkins to spit on that one. Count level, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Perkins hit well in the air to left. That chases Matt Fumo back to the wall. It's off the wall. Millines chugging for third. Perkins pulls into second. Barnes and Leon coming home to score. It's a 2-run double off the left field wall by Colin Perkins. Colin Perkins' first collegiate hit is a 2-run, 2-out, bases loaded double that makes it 9-2. Missed a grand slam by a few feet, hit right off the middle of the wall. Sent Matt Fumo back as far as he could go. And it sends Gavin Millines to third. Perkins standing at second with Logan Stockton the batter. A 4-run inning for the Hawks. Stockton with a first pitch swing, and he fouls it off the catcher for strike 1. Stockton has come to the plate twice with the bases loaded, and twice he's left them loaded, but looking to change his fortunes here with runners at second and third and 2 outs. Takes off the outside. Good take from the Hawks catcher. Breaking ball sent down the left field line, but hooking foul. Stockton found the barrel on that baseball, but unfortunately he could not keep it fair. moving just to the left of the foul pole, down the left field line. Makes it 1-2 on Logan Stockton. Breaking ball. Stockton climbs the ladder to go after it, and he's able to foul it off and stay alive. So that pitch up in the zone of the curveball. Stockton goes after it, but he's able to foul it off and stay alive. This one's down low. Two is outside, makes it a full count, 3-2. First base is open for Isaiah Newman. Cody Krause's spot in the order waits on deck. Here's the full count pitch from Isaiah Newman. It's down low, ball 4. That will load the bases for Cody Krause. So, here comes Coach Carter out of the bullpen, or out of the dugout, I should say, for Clark Atlanta. Motioning to his bullpen, and it looks like that's going to be all for Isaiah Newman. He will depart with the bases loaded and 2 outs, 4 runs across here in the bottom of the 3rd inning for Clark Atlanta. New pitcher for Clark Atlanta is number 18, Mario Beavers, the righty standing 5'8". He's a junior from Seattle, Washington. Will come on with the bases loaded, 2 outs, facing off against Cody Krause in a 7-run ball game. Krause chases after the first one, comes up empty, strike 1. Krause went fishing for that low ball, but couldn't get a bite, strike 1 on the Hawks center fielder. Hawks have batted around as Cody Krause led off this inning with a bunt back to the mound. 0-1 pitch, missed off the plate. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Krause. It's in the dirt. Another good block behind the play from Dorian Andrews. They put him to work this inning, but he's been up to the task thus far. Blocking this one up, saving yet another run as Gavin Millines leads off at third. Perkins the runner at second, and Stockton the runner at first. Here's the 2-1 from Beavers. In for a strike, 2-2. That strike from Mario Beavers evens the count, 2-2 on Cody Kraus. Beavers making his 8th appearance of the season. He carries a 10.50 ERA as he deals the 2-2 pitch. High, ball 3. Beavers worked 6 innings on the season. He's allowed 7 earned runs, 17 walks, and just 7 strikeouts for the Clark Atlanta righty. Now with a 3-2 full count and 2 outs, all 3 runners will get a head start on the pitch. Full count pitch coming to Cody Kraus. It's line left side and out of play. So we'll reset and do it again. 3-2, still a full count. The Hawks center fielder awaits. Here it is, just high, ball 4. A bases loaded walk will bring home Gavin Millines to score the Hawks' 10th run of the game. It's now an 8-run lead as Kraus draws a free pass, give him the RBI, and it's back to the top now for Jacob Pager. So Perkins and Stockton move up 90 feet. Millines comes in to score. Here's the first pitch to Jacob Pager. Goes around on a breaking ball for strike 1. Slow breaking ball out of the right arm of Mario Beavers, but it works as he gets Pager on the check swing for strike 1. A 1 on the way. It's high. Fastball there from Beavers, missing above the zone. A 5-run 3rd inning. Hawks sending their 11th man to the plate here in the home half of the 3rd. This one misses inside. Pager ahead, 2 balls and a strike. Bases full of Hawks, 5 runs already home. But still a chance for more. 3 runners on, 2 outs in the inning. Pager on the ground to second. Veal will flip to shortstop Page, who tags the bag, and that will retire the side. But the Hawks strike for 5 runs on just 2 hits. They've blown this one open as we head to the top of the 4th. It's now 10-2. Some changes for the Hawks here in the away half of the fourth inning. First checking into the game to play left field is number 19, Demetrius McCants, and on the mound is number 37, T.J. Laramie. Laramie, the 6'4" senior from Franklin, New Hampshire, will take the bump here in the top half of the fourth. Middle of the order due up for Clark Atlanta, 5, 6, and 7, starting with Andrew Garner, the man who started this game on the mound for Clark Atlanta. Laramie blows a fastball by him for strike one. Good start for the Hawks lefty. Nice fastball right out of the chute. Another fastball. This one misses inside. One-on-one the count on Andrew Garner. Here's the pitch. Fouled back. Another fastball there from T.J. Laramie. Andrew Garner down to his final strike. Now the 1-2 pitch. In the dirt. Nice breaking ball, but Garner able to hold off. For Laramie on the season, a 7.04 ERA, making his 12th outing of the year. He's worked 15 in the third innings. He's allowed 12 earned runs, 12 walks to 8 strikeouts. For the Hawks senior left-handed pitcher, T.J. Laramie. Here's his 2-2. He went around clearly. Stockton will make the peg down to first. Little housekeeping there, but it's T.J. Laramie's first strikeout of the afternoon for out number 1 here in the top of the fourth. That brings up Jermaine Banks Jr., the Clark Atlanta third baseman. Banks is 0 for 1 on the afternoon. Laramie misses down and in for ball 1. T.J. Laramie spells Trevor Naney in relief. Naney goes 2 innings, allowing 1 run on no hits, 1 walk, and 4 strikeouts. Brock sends this one in the air to right center field. That's a base hit. Pager up with it to cut it off, and that will limit Brock to just a single. So 1-out base runner now for Clark Atlanta, and Justice Page coming to the plate. Page was caught looking on strikes back in the second inning. First pitch from Laramie here, in for a strike, 0-1. Laramie and the Hawks looking for a double play ball to end the inning. Instead, Laramie picks off over to first base, but back in plenty of time is Jermaine Brooks. This one's in the dirt, and Page able to hold off. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 on, 1 out for Clark Atlanta here in the inning. They trail by 8 on the scoreboard, as Laramie gets a fastball by the bat of Justice Page for strike 2. A rocket shot over the head of Tommy Schroeder into left center field. Making the turn and heading for third, and arriving there safely is Jermaine Brock. This one gets away, back into the infield, but Stockton there to back it up. Demetrius McCants with some trouble with that one in left center field, allowing Brock to take the extra 90 feet and head to third. Runners at the corners now and 1 out after 2 straight singles by Clark Atlanta. Matt Fumo will be the next hitter. Men at the corners for the Panthers, and 1 out in the inning. Pick off over to first base, but back safely in plenty of time is Justice Page. A couple of sharply hit singles by the Panthers in the inning, looking to bring home another run on the scoreboard as Matt Fumo takes a strike. Nice bender there out of the left arm of Laramie, catching the outside corner. 1-1. Bunt attempt, and he pulls it back for a ball. Another pickoff by Laramie. This one sends Barnes off the bag to catch it. Gets it right by the bat of Matt Fumo for strike 2. Nice fastball yet again from TJ Laramie. Looking to retire Minra Mapfumo and get the second out of the inning. Instead, he fouls this one away. Nice job of hanging tough there on a breaking ball from Minra Mapfumo. He'll live to see at least one more pitch here with one out in the top of the 4th inning. Clark Atlanta threatening, runners at the corners after 2 straight singles, but one out in the inning. Fastball, blew it right by him. He's strikeout for out number 2. So both outs for TJ Laramie in the inning coming via the strikeout. And it's up to the catcher, Dorian Andrews, if Clark Atlanta is to cut into the lead here in the top of the 4th inning. Laramie ready. His first offering to Andrews is down and away. Dorian Andrews, the 6'2" freshman from Chicago, Illinois, awaits the 1-0 pitch from Laramie. Down and away. Andrews, a graduate of the Chicago High School for Agricultural Sciences. Getting the start behind the plate for Clark Atlanta here in this midweek contest. Now the 2-0 from Laramie is not close, up and away for ball 3. So 3-0 the count. Laramie finds himself in a deep hole. Does have an open base at second. At the top of the order, and Easton Bing lurking on deck. 3-0 pitch is well outside for ball 4, and he will indeed have to face Easton Bing now with the bases loaded and 2 gone in the inning. First free pass issued by the lefty Laramie. Here's his first offering. It's in the dirt, and it catches the umpire. Luckily for the Hawks, that one got through Stockton, but it did hit the umpire right in the leg, so the runner at third unable to come home. That's Jermaine Brock. So a lucky break there for Laramie and the Hawks, but a 1-0 count. This one's down low as well, 2-0. So after the strikeout, Laramie having some trouble finding the zone. 6 straight misses by the Hawks lefty. This one's in the zone. There's a strike there from TJ Laramie right over the outside corner. Right at the top of the zone. Makes it a 2-1 count. Bases loaded, 2 outs for Clark Atlanta. Here's the 2-1 pitch. They backpick to third, and scampering back safely is Brock. Pitch to the plate was a ball. So a 3-1 count on Easton Bing. Laramie in danger of walking in a run now with a 3-1 count. Instead, Bing sends it off to the right side. Barnes in pursuit into the visitors' bullpen, but it's off the deck, a foul ball. Barnes takes a tumble over the mound at first, but he's back to his feet. He looks to be okay. So Easton Bing almost took out the Hawks volleyball team down the right field line. Luckily, they were able to avoid harm. And a full count now with 2 outs and the bases loaded for Clark Atlanta. Here is the full count pitch from Laramie. Hit well in the air to center, but should be playable for Krause. He has a beat on it. He's got it. And TJ Laramie able to strand the bases loaded and keep Clark Atlanta off the scoreboard here in the top of the 4th inning. Demetrius McCants will be the first batter of the inning for the Hawks here in the bottom of the fourth. McCants comes on for Kobe Jones. Entered the game as a defensive replacement at the top of the inning, getting his first plate appearance here in the bottom half. Mario Beavers still on the mound for Clark Atlanta. Here's the first pitch to McCants. It's down and in. Demetrius McCants, a 6'3" sophomore from Woodstock, Georgia, transfer from the University of Fort Lauderdale. Here's the 1-0. It's big, swing and a miss. Well out in front of that offering from Mario Beavers, and a 1-1 count now on McCants. Inside and to the backstop, ball 2. McCants searching for his first hit here at Shorter University. He's 0 for 2 at the plate. Here's the 2-1 to McCants. Off the end of his bat, popped up to short. It'll be Page starting in the grass, now trotting in to make the grab for out number 1. So a pop out to short opens the bottom half of the fourth for the Hawks. And Tommy Schroeder will bat with the bases empty and 1 out. Here's the first pitch to Schroeder. Breaking ball, misses well upstairs, ball 1. Tommy Schroeder, hailing from St. Charles, Illinois, awaits the 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball, this time it's in the dirt. So Beavers all over the map with that breaking ball. Missed above the head of Schroeder and in the dirt. 2-0, too high. Beavers missing north with that fastball, and it's a 3-0 count on the Hawks shortstop, Tommy Schroeder. Schroeder's 1 for 1 at the plate, though, with a pair of walks and 3 runs scored. This one is well up and away. 4-pitch walk to Tommy Schroeder. So here's Justin Barnes, man at first now, 1 out of the inning. Barnes had himself quite the day. 3 trips to the plate, 3 RBI singles, and a run scored for the Hawks first baseman. Coming into play today, Barnes was a .311 hitter and 119 at-bats, 37 hits, including 7 doubles, 18 RBIs, and a .370 slugging percentage, .399 on base. But those numbers will certainly be aided by the 3 hits and 3 RBIs he's tallied today. RBIs 19, 20, and 21. Coming here on this Tuesday afternoon affair against Clark Atlanta. Hawks lead 10-2. Here's the first pitch from Beavers, but instead a pickoff over to first. Beavers misses the zone for ball 1. Clark Atlanta does have action in their bullpen. A righty loosening up out there. 1 out for Mario Beavers here in the bottom of the 4th inning. This one's in for a strike. It gets away from Andrews, but not far enough from Schroeder to advance. One ball, 1 strike, 1 on, 1 out for Justin Barnes, looking for his 4th hit of the day in just the bottom half of the 4th inning. Pick off to first base, but Schroeder back in standing. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Beavers. Breaking ball, misses down low. In the series against Mars Hill this past weekend, Barnes was 5 for 12 at the plate, 2 doubles, 3 RBIs, 3 runs scored, and a walk. to the line of Mr. Justin Barnes. He's kept up his good work here in this one. 3 RBI singles. This one's down and in. Beavers missing with a fastball. Andrews throws a ground ball out to shortstop. Not sure exactly what was going on there. Beavers lost his hat on the delivery, so Andrews must have seen him look away and just fired that one straight into the ground. But fortunately for Clark Atlanta, no advance on the throw. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Schroeder's running, but it won't matter. It's high for ball 4. Make it back-to-back walks of Schroeder and Barnes. First and second now for Norman Leon. And here comes Kenteus Carter, Clark Atlanta's head coach, motioning to his bullpen, and it appears that will be all today for Mario Beavers. Still depart with 2 on and 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. New pitcher in the game for Clark Atlanta. It's number 10, Jaden Dixon, the 5'10" freshman from Miami, Florida. A product of Stevenson High School, will take the bump with 2 on and 1 out, facing off against Norman Leon. Pinch runner in the game for the Hawks is number 34, Tyler McWillie, who comes on for Justin Barnes over at the bag. Leon takes a strike. McWillie figures to stay in the ball game at first base the rest of the way here in this one. 0-1 the count. Here's the pitch from Dixon. This one runs inside and hits him. And on the second pitch that Dixon throws, it hits Leon right in the back, and he will take first base on the hit by pitch. So after that fastball ran inside and ravished Norman Leon on the right side of his body, we'll have a pinch runner come on for him over at the bag. It's number 2, Chase Gresham. Bases are loaded here for Gavin Millines. So a painful at-bat there for Norman Leon. He's back in the dugout now. He's taken down for a pinch runner. Bases loaded for the Hawks' designated hitter. Here's the first pitch from Dixon. Finds the strike zone, 0-1. Oh, 1. Up and in since Milon's ducking out of the way of that one. Milon's trying to avoid a similar fate as his teammate Norman Leon, who was plunked in the previous at-bat. Milon's ducking out of harm's way for the moment. Hawks lead by 8, but the bases loaded and 1 gone here in the home half of the 4th. Milons takes a strike, 1-2. This one's well outside for ball 2. Not a close miss there from Dixon. Dixon carries a 5.4 ERA, making his 8th appearance of the season. He's worked an even 10 innings coming into play today. He's allowed 6 earned runs, 12 walks, and 7 strikeouts for the Clark Atlanta righty. He hit the first man he saw in the inning. Now he's even with Milons, 2-2. Pitch is outside for ball 3. An excellent take there from Milons on the breaking ball. Runs the count full, 3-2.
Hey, jump on it, Ford.
Here's the payoff pitch. It's high, ball 4, and Milons draws a bases-loaded walk to make it 11-2. So as his walk-up song suggests, Milons been on top for a while. He'll take first base. He'll get the walk, and here's Colin Perkins, who doubled off the left field wall in his lone at-bat here in this one. Perkins with a swing and a miss for strike 1. Schroeder coming home to score on that walk. Moves McWillie to third, Gresham to second. Milon's taking first. Base is still loaded and still just 1 out in the inning. This one's downstairs. Good take there from Colin Perkins. Taking high on a breaking ball there, makes it 2-1. Perkins once again batting with the bases loaded just as he did in his first at-bat. Awaits the 2-1 pitch from Dixon. It's in the dirt for ball 3. It gets away from Andrews, but McWillie won't try it. He stays at third base. Hawks playing their final home game of the season. They're 2-2 in their last 4 games since they last played at home. They lost 5-10 at Columbus State. They beat Marcel 2 out of 3 last weekend. Here's a 3-1 to Perkins. It's outside to the backstop, ball 4. McWillie will come home to score. That makes it a 10-run game. It's now 12-2. Give Perkins his 3rd RBI of the day, as well as of the season. And Logan Stockton will bat with the bases full. Stockton is 0 for 2 on the day. A ground out, a line out, and a walk. Batting yet again with the bases loaded for the 3rd time today. Stockton puts a charge into this one deep to right field. Rounding off and making the catch in right is Brown. Both runners will tag. Gresham comes home to score. Milons advances 90 feet to third. The sacrifice fly makes it 13-2. So here's Cody Kraus, who led off the inning, and once again, the Hawks have batted around. Man at the corners now after the sac fly, 2 outs. Kraus grounds this one to the right side and foul. Dixon ahead of Kraus, 0-1. Kraus is 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout, a groundout, and an RBI walk. Breaking ball, fouled away again, 2 strikes. Top of the order waiting on deck in the form of Jacob Pager. 3 runs across here in the bottom of the 4th for the Hawks have made it a 13-2 game. Now the 0-2. Fouled back. Kraus able to catch a sliver of that baseball and stay alive. We'll see yet another 0-2 pitch. In the series this last weekend against Mars Hill, the Hawks had 10 home runs in 3 games. They were greatly aided by the long ball in their 2 out of 3 series victory. Kraus sends this one out of play foul. The rare non-conference weekend series for the Hawks. They had an intermission in conference play, but instead of taking the bye week, the Hawks chose to play. Tanner Folds of the Hawks was a nominee for pitcher and freshman of the week for the Gulf South Conference. As Kraus takes high. Last week, Folds was the recipient of both the pitcher and freshman of the week. This week, just the nominee. But the accolades continuing to pile up for the Hawks freshman lefty. In all likelihood, won't see him here today in this one, but should get a start this weekend against Lee in a big series for the Hawks. This one dips down and away. Two balls and 2 strikes on Cody Kraus, minute 1st and 3rd. Here's the pitch from Dixon. Fouled out of play by Kraus. Elsewhere in the conference this week, the University of West Georgia will play against Montevallo this weekend. Montevallo fighting for the 1 seed. They are currently locked in a tie with West Florida for best in the conference. Hawks beat West Georgia 2 out of 3 back on April the 14th and 15th. A great series for the Hawks, one of the best they've played all season, and it couldn't have come at a better time. Another 2-2 pitch to Kraus. This one dips down and away for ball 3. So from 0-2, Kraus has worked it back to full 3-2. That means Perkins will get a head start over at the bag at first. He'll be on the move with 2 gone in the inning. There goes Perkins. Here comes the pitch. It's well outside for ball 4. The second walk of the inning for Cody Kraus. So here's Jacob Pager. Bases loaded once again for the Hawks and 2 outs. Breaking ball off the glove of Andrews, but Millines will hold serve at third base. One-0 pitch. Pager takes out the knees, strike 1. Nice pitch there from Jaden Dixon, pouring in a fastball right over the plate. Evens the count with Pedro, ball and a strike. This one's high for ball 2. Two-1 is in the dirt. It gets away from Andrews, but the umpire catching it with his hand on the way by knocks that one down. Millines doesn't look too content to try to score on a wild pitch here. Clapping his hands over at the third base bag. Pager off the end to the right side, and this one's a foul ball. Jacob Pager well out in front of that fastball, knobbed it off the end. And now a full count pitch coming to Jacob Pager. Once again, all three runners will be off to the races. Here it is from Dixon. Popped up right side, but this will be out of play. In the all-time series between Shorter and Clark Atlanta, the Hawks are 8-0 against the Clark Atlanta Panthers, including a 7-4 win back on March 21st of this year. The Hawks averaged 12 runs per game against Clark Atlanta, but they've already exceeded that here in just the bottom of the fourth. This one's outside as well. Pager walks with 2 outs and the base is loaded. It chases home Gavin Millines. It's now 14-2. Striding to the plate now is Drevicius McCants. And here comes Kenteus Carter motioning to the bullpen once again here in the bottom of the fourth inning. New pitcher coming on for Clark Atlanta. New pitcher on the mound for Clark Atlanta is number 2, Jordan Dixon. The brother of Jaden Dixon will take the mound here, the 5'10" freshman, also from Miami, Florida. Like his brother, a graduate of Stevenson High School, will come on with the bases loaded and 2 outs, facing off against Demetrius McCants. First pitch to McCants, in for a strike, 0-1. Both Dixon brothers hailing from Miami, Florida, the home of the U, the University of Miami. McCants takes strike 2 quickly, 0-2 on the Hawks left fielder. Nothing in 2. Here it is. Skied out of play off to the right side. McCants stays alive. McCants still in a 0-2 hole. Here it is from Dixon. To the backstop, it hits off the bricks, but Perkins not going anywhere. He stays put at the third base bag. Hawks lead by 12. They have the bases loaded yet again with 2 outs. Here's the 1-2. Check swing in the dirt. It's a strike 3, and Perkins will be retired as Andrew steps on the plate for out number 3, and the Hawks will strand the bases loaded, but not before they push across 4 more runs to make it a 12-run lead as we head to the 5th. A host of changes for the Hawks. The outfield remains the same. McCanson left, Krause in center, Pager in right. At third base is Colin Perkins. At shortstop is Isaac Harkins. Chase Gresham playing second. McWillie now at first. Cole Godfrey behind the dish. And on the mound is number 12, Sam Darling. Darling, the 6-foot even senior from Winder, Georgia, product of Winder Barrow High School. Will face off against Daniel Gay to open the top of the fifth inning. First pitch, he spikes a fastball in the dirt. Ball one. Darling sets at the belt and delivers the 1-0 pitch. Fastball catches the top of the zone for a strike. One pitch from Sam Darling. Check swing. It's high. Ball two. For Darling on the season, a 5.14 ERA, making his 10th outing of the year. He's worked in even 7 innings. He's allowed 4 earned runs, 3 walks, and 5 strikeouts for the Hawks righty. Two-one pitch is in the dirt. Opponent's hitting .280 off of Sam Darling. He's behind here, 3 balls and a strike to Daniel Gay. Daniel Gay hailing from Chicago, Illinois. Ready for the 3-1 pitch. It's high, ball 4. A leadoff walk by Daniel Gay. That brings up Contavious Veal. Man aboard at first, nobody out of the inning.
Trust your stuff. Here we go.
First pitch from Darling in the dirt. Darling having some early trouble finding the zone here. Leadoff walk to Daniel Gay, and he's behind 1-0 on Contavious Veal. Veal, a .358 hitter, 134 at-bats entering play today. 1-0 pitch in the dirt, blocked by Godfrey. Veal has 48 hits, including 9 doubles, a triple, 17 RBIs, and a .440 slugging percentage, as well as a .482 on-base percentage. So Contavious Veal has been a steady force in the middle of the order for Clark Atlanta all season long. Leads the team in hits and doubles, as well as in stolen bases. He's 27 out of 31. Here's the 2-0 from Darling. Too high, ball 3. Darling in danger of losing his second straight man out of the bullpen. 3-0 count on Contavious Veal.
Let's go, Sam.
3-0 pitch. Too high, ball 4. Leadoff walk to Gay, followed by a 4-pitch strikeout of Veal. 2 on, nobody out for Victor Brown. And here comes Wes Timmons out to the mound. Hawks do have action in the bullpen, so we'll see if Sam Darling is allowed to continue here at the top of the 5th inning. Timmons will allow Sam Darling to stay in this ball game. He's walked the first 2 men he's seen out of the bullpen, but hopefully that visit can get him back on track as Victor Brown strides to the plate. So Darling looking to reset and get back in the zone. He's thrown just 1 strike in his first 9 pitches. Here's his first offering to Victor Brown. This one finds his own. Strike 1. Good fastball there from Darling right over the outside corner. Getting ahead of Victor Brown, 0-1. This one's off his fist, off to the right side, and now a play for strike 2. Victor Brown, a 6-foot even senior from Lithonia, Georgia, graduate of Arabia Mountain High School. Bats here with 2 on, nobody out. Here in the top of the 5th inning, his Clark Atlanta Panthers trail by 12. Oh-2 on the way from Darling. The runner is going. It's off of Godfrey, and both runners will advance 90 feet. So a wild pitch there on 0-2 from Sam Darling will move up both runners into scoring position. Second and third now. Still nobody out. Darling searching for the first out of the inning. He's ahead 1-2 on Victor Brown. This one just missed off the corner. Nice pitch there from Sam Darling. But he couldn't get the call on the away fastball. So that evens the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now the 2-2. In the dirt. Blocked by Godfrey. Good at bat here from Victor Brown. He's worked it to full 3-2. Darling looking to avoid a third straight walk out of the bullpen. He's got 2 strikes on Victor Brown. 3-2. Here it is. On the ground, up the middle. Gresham to his right, has it. Behind the back, throw to first. Dug out by McWillie. Nice play behind the bag by Chase Gresham, and a nice pick over at the first base bag by Tyler McWillie. The run comes home to score. It's 14-3, but the Hawks will gladly trade the run for the out. Give Brown the RBI. And Andrew Garner, the batter now, with a man at third and 1 gone in the inning. First pitch swinging in the air to left center field. It'll be Kraus coming over, but he can't make the play. He fires home. Here's the throw. It's not in time. So a shallow shot into left center. Kraus came on, fielded on 1 hop, fired it all the way to the plate, but it wasn't in time to catch Kentavious Veal, who was running hard all the way. An RBI single makes it a 10-run game. Here's Jermaine Brock Jr., but before he can hit, Wes Timmons motioning to the bullpen. And it appears that will be all today for Sam Darling, who departs with a man at first and 1 gone. 2 runs home here in the top of the 5th. New pitcher on the bump for the Hawks is number 17, Braden Saunders, the 6-foot even redshirt freshman from Calhoun, Georgia, product of the aptly named Calhoun High School. Will come on with 1 on, 1 out, 2 runs home for Clark Atlanta in the inning. First pitch to the plate misses down and in on Jermaine Brock Jr. Brock is 1 for 2 at the plate today with a ground out and a single to right. Runners on the move. Pitches a strike. The throw down to second base is in and out of the glove of Chase Gresham. So Andrew Garner has himself a stolen base. Throw beat him by plenty, but it was a hopper on the ground to second. Chase Gresham couldn't handle the hop. It allows Andrew Garner to slide in safely. Fifth stolen base of the year for Garner. He stands at second with 1 out. This one's outside. Godfrey sliding on his knees to his right. Flagging that one down. It's a 2-1 count on Jermaine Brock Jr. Brock, a 5'11" graduate student from Akron, Ohio. Also the hometown of LeBron James. Two on. In the dirt. This one's blocked by Godfrey as well. LeBron James had a big night last night for the Lakers, dropping a 20-point, 20-rebound performance to take a 3-1 series lead over the Memphis Grizzlies. Lakers' overtime victory, pushing the Grizzlies to the brink of elimination in the first round of the Western Conference playoffs. Here's the 3-1 from Saunders. This one's outside, ball 4. And Saunders loses the first man he sees out of the bullpen. So here's Justice Page, the Clark Atlanta shortstop. First pitch from Saunders is down low for ball 1. Time is called now as Cole Godfrey will trot to the mound for a quick visit. So Justice Page had 1 ball and no strikes. Page from Chicago, Illinois. His hometown Chicago Bulls were defeated by the Miami Heat in the NBA Eastern Conference play-in tournament. The Heat currently up 3-1 on the Milwaukee Bucks, who were the 1 seed in the East. So potential upset there. This one bounces away from Godfrey, and it hits off the screen. A wild pitch there from Braden Saunders makes it a 2-0 count. And after that miss, here comes Wes Timmons, motioning to his bullpen yet again. And yet another pitching change for the Hawks there in the inning. New pitcher coming up right after this. New pitcher in the game for the Hawks is number 26, Luke Queen, the 6'-even senior from Rockmart, Georgia. Graduate of Rockmart High School. Will come on inheriting a 2-0 count, minutes second and third, and still just one out of the inning. Justice Page remains the hitter. This one's in the air to left. McCants tracking. He's under it. He makes the catch. The runner will tag and come to the plate. Garner will score. The ball goes to the catcher. Godfrey throws it to the shortstop Harkins at the bag at third. And it sends Brock back to the bag at second. So a little confusion on the cut play there for the Hawks. McCants had to go all the way through to the plate. But fortunately, Brock unable to advance. The run does come home to score, so give Page the sacrifice fly in the RBI. So here's Kobe Williams, the pinch hitter for Clark Atlanta. He takes outside, ball one. Kobe Williams comes on for Menra Mapfumo, getting his first plate appearance here in the top half of the fifth inning. One over from Queen. It's fouled straight back.
Let's go, Queen. Let's go, baby.
Even count for Luke Queen, working against the pinch hitter Kobe Williams. Williams, tapper, left side, and foul. Rolls into the Hawks dugout. Justin Barnes picks it out. It's strike two. One, two, the count. Here it is from Queen. Popped up, left side. Harkins calling for it. Ranging it shortly into the outfield grass. Harkins makes an over-the-shoulder grab for out number 3. For Clark Atlanta, the top half of the fifth. 3 runs on just 1 hit and a man left. We're halfway home. Hawks lead 14-5. Jordan Dixon remains on the mound for Clark Atlanta here in the bottom half of the fifth inning. He'll be greeted first by Isaac Harkins. Harkins came on as a defensive replacement for Tommy Schroeder. Will lead things off for the Hawks offense here in the home half of the fifth inning. First pitch to Harkins. Stroked down the left field line, but well foul. Harkins with a nice piece of barrel on that baseball, but hooked it well foul. 0-1 pitch. Harkins hit well in the air to right. Brown going back. He makes the catch. Harkins stung that ball to right field, but Victor Brown stumbling to his left, making the catch for out number 1. Tough luck out number 1 for Harkins. Hit it well, but nothing to show for it. Here's Tyler McWillie.
Hey, let's go, Ty.
McWillie back off the plate, ball 1.
Let's go, 3-4. Let's go, Ty.
Breaking ball. This one finds his own for strike 1. McWillie, the 6'2" senior from Watrous, Saskatchewan, Canada. Transfer from Colby Community College. Came on as a pinch runner. Stayed in the game to play defense as he takes the ball, getting his first plate appearance here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Hawks lead by 9. Clark Atlanta put 3 up on them in the top of the 5th. Hawks looking to answer back with some runs of their own. This one skips in the dirt for ball 3. Hitters count the 3-1. Down low, ball 4. 1 out walk to Tyler McWillie. That brings up Chase Gresham. The Pepperell High School product will stride to the plate with McWillie taking his lead off at first. Breaking ball hits the outside corner, strike 1. Nice backdoor breaking ball there out of the left arm of Jordan Dixon, who came on in relief of his brother Jaden Dixon. This one's down low. Jordan Dixon a lefty, while Jaden did his pitching from the right side. Jordan Dixon finds himself in a 1-1 count, working against Chase Gresham. This one's down and in. For Gresham this season, 1 hit and 11 at-bats, 1 RBI to his credit, but a .321 on-base percentage. This one swung on and missed, strike 2. Big breaking ball there from Jordan Dixon, and Gresham missed every stitch of it. Count even 2 balls and 2 strikes. McWillie taking his lead off at first. Pitch to the plate, stroked in the air to left. That is back. That is deep. That ball is off the wall. McWillie rounds second. Heads for third. Here comes the throw. It is late. It's a double for Chase Gresham. So we're going to have a pinch hitter now for the designated hitter of Millines. It's number 28, Braylon Mitchell. So Millines' afternoon is done. An 0-for-1 day at the plate with a strikeout and a trio of walks as well as an RBI for Gavin Millines. He gives way to Braylon Mitchell with runners at second and third and 1 out. This one is high and off the backstop, ricocheting right back to the catcher, Andrews. Back to that double by Chase Gresham. Missed a 2-run homer by just a few feet right off the top of the wall. Had it had a little more juice, it probably would have carried right on out of here, but Gresham will stand at second base with a 1-out double. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Dixon. Outside and high yet again, 2-0. Mitchell is 0 for 2 at the plate on the season. Does have a walk, but still in search of his first hit as a shorter Hawk. Takes a strike, 2-1. Two one is high and off the backstop, and once again it ricochets back to Dorian Andrews. So a pair of pitches off the bricks this inning for Jordan Dixon. Hitters count now 3-1 on Braylon Mitchell. Mitchell, a 6'3" redshirt freshman from LaGrange, Georgia, transfer from LaGrange College. Looking to do some damage here with a 3-1 count. Instead, he pops it in the air to center. Gay tracking it, now coming in. McWillie will bluff a tag. The throw from Gay is cut off by Easton Bing. Mitchell's a flyout victim for out number 2. So it's up to Colin Perkins if the Hawks are to cash in here with 2 outs. Runner still at second and third. Perkins getting his third at-bat here. He's got a double, a walk, and 3 RBIs. Perkins goes after the first one down low and comes up empty, strike 1. Good breaking ball there from Jordan Dixon. Gets ahead of the Hawks' third baseman, Colin Perkins. Perkins fouls this one back, strike 2. Perkins came on as a pinch hitter back in the third inning. Jacob Woods got the start at third, but was quickly taken down after just 2 innings. Perkins finds himself in a 0-2 hole. Here's the pitch from Jordan Dixon. This time he's able to recognize breaking ball and lay off down low. One, 2 on the way. Outside. Did miss by a lot from Jordan Dixon, but it's a 2-2 count on Colin Perkins. Hit hard left side and foul. That one almost took Tyler McWillie along with it. He's able to dance out of the way there. Count holds at 2-2. Here it is again, the 2-2. Down and away. Another nice take there from Perkins. Showing off some great plate discipline here in this at-bat. He runs the count back to full. It's 3-2. The payoff pitch coming from Jordan Dixon. Chopper back to the mound. Dixon up with it, spinning, firing on to first base in time to retire the side. For the first time this game, here in the bottom of the 5th inning, the Hawks 14-5. Number 66, Davis Burgeon, will be the next pitcher on the mound for the Hawks. The 6'1" graduate student from Trussville, Georgia, a transfer from McNeese State University, will be tasked with the top of the 6th inning on the mound for the Hawks. He'll be greeted first by Dorian Andrews, and the bottom of the order, 9, 1, and 2 for Clark Atlanta. First pitch fastball, shot out of play off to the right side, foul. Andrews a little late on that fastball. Still got a good piece of it, but well fouled. 0-1 the count on Davis Burgeon. Another fastball, another strike. Pours this one over the outside corner quickly. 0-2 on the Panthers catcher. Oh, 2 in the dirt. Andrews able to hold off. Now he's ready for a 1-2 offering. Here it is from Burgeon. Got him, swinging, strike 3. Ugly swing there from Dorian Andrews. He's a strikeout victim for out number 1. Good start for Davis Burgeon. 4-pitch strikeout of Dorian Andrews. Brings up Easton Bing. Fastball. This one's laced out to left field. That's going to drop in front of Demetrius McCann. It's a base hit. Cole Godfrey maybe a little shaken up behind the plate on the swing by Easton. Godfrey wore the bat right to the helmet. But he's laughing it off behind the plate, talking with the home plate umpire. So it looks like he's okay. Thank goodness. It's a 1-out single by Easton Bing. Turned around to fastball by Davis Burgeon. 1-on-1 out now for Daniel Gay. Gay's had a nice day at the plate. Reached base all 3 trips. First pitch fastball, misses upstairs. Gay, a .316 hitter and 114 at-bats coming to today. 36 hits, including 7 doubles, 2 homers, and 20 RBIs. 1-0, dips down and in. Two-0 from Burgeon. Down low, 3-0. Burgeon having some trouble hitting the zone here. 3 straight misses to Daniel Gay after the single by Easton Bing. 3-0 in there for a strike. Good comeback pitch there from Burgeon, getting back over the plate. Runners on the move. Pitch is shot into center field. That's going to fall in. Kraus up with it. Coming to third. The throw is offline. Perkins does a nice job to smother it and keep it in play. Make it back-to-back singles. This one off the bat of Daniel Gay. His second of the day and his 4th time on base here in the top of the 6th inning. Daniel Gay turning that fastball from Burgeon around right back where it came from into center field. Runners at the corners now for Contavious Veal. Runners at the corners, 1 out. Pitch to Veal is a bunt attempt, and it's fouled off to the right side. Strike 1. Contavious Veal, the 5'6" junior from Gordon, Georgia. Behind in the count, 0-1 after the failed bunt attempt. Clark Atlanta looking maybe to squeeze home a run here. They trail by 9 with 1 out here in the top of the 6th inning. Another bunt attempt. This time he pulls it back for a ball. Like a breaking ball there from Davis Burgeon. Dove down and out of the zone. This time the breaking ball finds the zone. Strike 2. Good pitch there from Bergen, playing off his lively fastball. Drops in a wrinkle for strike 2. Runners going. 1-2 pitch is a swing and a miss. And no throw made by Cole Godfrey. So Veal is down on strikes, and excuse me swing. He's the second strikeout of the day for Davis Bergen out of the pen. It's a stolen base for Daniel Gay. His 12th of the season. So it's up now to Victor Brown, the Clark Atlanta cleanup man, if the Panthers are to cut into the lead here in the top of the 6th inning. First, Bergen steps off, and that'll bring out his catcher, Cole Godfrey, for a visit. So the meeting, a very brief one. Just an exchange of a few words there between Godfrey and Bergen. Bergen back to work now. Bing, the runner at third. Gay, the runner at second. Pitch from Bergen is inside. Sends Victor Brown scurrying out of the way to avoid it. This one misses as well, 2-0. Dorian Andrews led off the inning with a strikeout. Easton Bing singled, followed by another single off the bat of Daniel Gay. A strikeout of Contavious Veal for the second out of the inning. Runners at second and third now. 2-0 count with 2 outs. This one's inside, and Godfrey bluffs a back pick to third. Sends Easton Bing back head first into the bag. A 3-0 count now on Victor Brown. This one finds his own. Fastball there from Bergen, right over the heart of the plate. Gets him back in the count now. It's 3-1. Does have first base open. Should he lose Victor Brown, Andrew Garner waits on deck. 3-1 pitch. In the dirt, ball 4. So the first walk dealt by Davis Bergen, and the bases are loaded with 2 outs for Andrew Garner. Strike at the knees. Good pitch there from Davis Bergen, getting ahead of Andrew Garner, 0-1. Exactly what Bergen was looking for after the walk that loaded the bases. Gets ahead of the next man, 0-1. This one's down low. Breaking ball missed below the zone. Couldn't get a chase from Andrew Garner. One on one the count. Here it is. Inside, fastball running up and in. After the first pitch strike, 2 consecutive balls from Bergen. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Got it right by him, strike 2. Bergen able to sneak a fastball by the bat of Andrew Garner. Bergen a strike away from escaping the threat here in the top of the 6th inning. Bergen ready. The 2-2. Tapper third base and foul. Count remains 2-2 after the foul ball by Andrew Garner. Another 2-2. Inside. That one backs him off the plate. That makes it a full count now, 3-2. And with 2 outs, all 3 runners will be off to the races. Big pitch here for Bergen. Doesn't want to walk in a run. Just a strike away from ending the inning. Start up the merry-go-round. There they go. Pitch is grounded right side. Gresham has it to his left. Now it's in and out of his glove. Runner's on his way to third. Here's the throw from Gresham. It is by him into the Hawks bullpen. Coming home to score is Victor Brown. And on the ground ball to second base, 3 runs come in to score for Clark Atlanta. In all likelihood, it'll be a hit and a throwing error on Chase Gresham to third. Throw got away from Perkins. Couldn't corral it. It allowed an extra run to come home to score. It's now 14-8. The man is second now, 2 outs. First pitch from Bergen, up and in. Working against Jermaine Brock, Jr. Tough break there for the Hawks with the runners getting a head start on the steal. It allowed Bing and Gay to score easily. Victor Brown came around all the way from first. This one runs inside and hits him. And the hit by pitch will send Brock Jr. down to first base. Now they're going to come out to check on Jermaine Brock. He's a little shaken up after that hit by pitch. Down into a crouch along the first base line behind the bag. So a brief pause here as they check on the Clark Atlanta third baseman. So Brock looks to be okay. He'll stay in the game at first after the hit by pitch. Looked to get him on the elbow as he went to swing. Certainly not a good feeling to get hit there at all, let alone by a high-velocity fastball that Davis Bergen features. Here's Justice Page, the shortstop, the next man to the plate. Bergen pours in a strike. Nice job to get ahead of Page after the hit by pitch. 0-1. In the 5th inning, Page had a sacrifice fly to left field. Here's the 0-1. Fastball, and this hit him. Back-to-back hit by pitches by Davis Bergen. This time it's Justice Page, the latest recipient. And that will load the bases for Kobe Williams. Pushes Andrew Garner down to third. And Kobe Williams will be the batter. First pitch in the dirt. It gets away from Godfrey, but no advance by Garner at third. Clark Atlanta with 3 runs here in the top of the 6th inning has pulled it to within 6. All 3 runs coming home to score on a bases-loaded ground ball to second base that got away from Chase Gresham. This one finds the zone with a fastball, strike 1. Gresham had some trouble with the initial grounder and threw it to third, trying to catch Victor Brown, but he threw it away into the Hawks bullpen. It allowed Brown to trot home for the 3rd run of the play. Swing and a miss. Davis pulls the string with a breaking ball, and it's 1-2. One and 2 count now. Davis Bergen working on Kobe Williams, a strike away from limiting the damage. And time is called. So a pause here in the action as time was called. Both the umpires going to their notepads to log that time call. Pace of play always at the forefront of issues in today's baseball. Here's the 1-2 from Bergen. Called strike 3. Davis Bergen strikes out the side, but with some mayhem sandwiched in between. 3 runs come home to score on 2 hits by Clark Atlanta, and they strand 3. Some things to catch you up on. First, a defensive change for Clark Atlanta. Corge Montgomery, the 5'9" freshman from Indianapolis, Indiana, will come on behind the plate in the stead of Dorian Andrews. He'll do the catching from here on out. And the scoring has been changed on that ground ball to Chase Gresham that scored 3 runs in the previous inning. They've charged a fielding error and a throwing error on Chase Gresham, a double error. So all 3 of those runs unearned for Davis Bergen. Here's Cole Godfrey, who takes ball 1. Jordan Dixon still on the mound for the Panthers. His 1-0 pitch is a breaking ball that drops in for a strike, 1-1. Godfrey getting his first plate appearance here in this one. Grounds this one to third. On a hop, fielded cleanly. Brock fires across in time to retire Godfrey. 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 1 out now for Cody Kraus, the Hawks center fielder. So here's Kraus, a pair of walks in his previous 2 at-bats. Lefty-lefty matchup. First pitch, runs inside and hits him right in the back. Kraus will take first on the 1 out hit by pitch. So the lineup car turns over yet again for Jacob Pager. 1 on, 1 out for the Hawks right fielder. Here's Dixon's first pitch to Pager. Kraus is running. Pitches off the glove of Corge Montgomery. It's a stolen base for Cody Kraus. For Kraus, that's his 11th stolen base of the season. So man in scoring position now for Pager. Hawks were kept off the scoreboard for the first time all game back in the bottom of the 5th. Pager ready now for the 1-0. Breaking ball. Can't find the outside corner. Dixon checks the runner at second. Kraus is on the move. Pitch to throw down to third. It's not in time. Kraus swipes third. His second stolen base of the at-bat. It's a stolen base number 12 now for the Hawks center fielder. A 3-0 count, meanwhile, on Jacob Pager. So we'll see if he gets the green light here. 3-0 with a chance to drive in Kraus from third with 1 out of the inning. Kraus got a great jump on that steal. It was practically halfway there by the time the pitch had been thrown. Here's the 3-0 to Pager. In there for a strike. Pager thought that was good enough for ball 4. Step out of the box as the umpire made the call. Now here's the 3-1. This one's also a strike, 3-2. So a full count now to Jacob Pager. Count went 3-0, but 2 straight strikes from Dixon. Now the full count offering. Lined out to left field. That's going to fall in, a base hit. Cody Kraus will make the trot home. It's an RBI single by Jacob Pager, and the Hawks get one back. It's 15-8. So it actually worked in Pager's favor that those 2 pitches were called strikes as he laces an RBI single out to left field. His second RBI of the ball game. And the Hawks' 15th run of the day brings up Demetrius McCants with 1 on and 1 out. First pitch to McCants, in for a strike, 0-1. McCants is 0 for 2 on the ball game. Both of his outs coming in the same inning as he takes a strike here. The 4th inning was a fruitful one for the Hawks, but McCants unable to join in on the fun. A pop out and a strikeout. Now he's down 0-2. But first a little lollipop over the bag at first. That sends Pager back in head first. Or I should say standing. No need to dive on that. Back pick here. Nothing doing. A 1-2 count on McCants. Pager taking his lead. He's on the move. McCants takes the ball. Throw down to second base. It's far too late. Pager swipes second with ease. Second stolen base of the day for Pager. That extends his team lead. He's now up to 23 on the year. Even count, meanwhile, on Demetrius McCants. Searching for his first hit as a shorter Hawk. Here's the 2-2. Off the end of his bat, out of play off to the right. RBI chance here for McCants. McCants does not yet have an RBI in the season, but looking for one right here with Pager standing at second base. Before the 2-2, an inside move to second, but Pager all over it. This one's off the end, squibbed out to the right side, off the dugout of Clark Atlanta, foul ball. McCants well out in front of that one. Dixon had him fooled, but good work by McCants to catch a piece. Still in 2-2 count on the Hawks left fielder Demetrius McCants. Came on as a replacement for Kobe Jones. This one's a high chopper to third. Brock feels the high hop, shuffles, throws to first. He throws it away. It goes into the visitors' bullpen. McCants racing for second. He'll arrive there standing. Coming home to score is Jacob Pager. And the Hawks have doubled up Clark Atlanta. It's now 16-8. That brings up Isaac Harkins. So unsure of the scoring. Still in limbo, the question of whether that is McCants' first hit as a Hawk. We'll find out soon enough. Here's Isaac Harkins. Harkins blasts one in the air to left. That sends Williams back to the wall. It's off the wall. McCounts rounding third. He will head to the plate. Isaac Harkins at second just missed a homer. Instead, it's an RBI double for Isaac Harkins. The man they call IH9 sending one off the left field wall. Just missed getting out of here. Had it been a foot to the left, it would have been a homer. So here's Tyler McWillie with Harkins standing at second base. McWillie takes a strike on a breaking ball, 0-1. So just one out of the inning, 3 runs home for the Hawks. They've pushed their advantage back to 9. Pitch to McWillie, bounces in the dirt, but Corridge Montgomery able to keep it in front. Before the 1-1, an inside move, but Harkins back to the bag. $25 runs of combined offense between these two teams today. McWillie blasts this one down the left field line, but foul. One and two count now on McWillie. The lefty deals. In the dirt, it gets away. Harkins is going to take the 90 feet and move up to third base. Nice base running there from Isaac Harkins, reading the dirt ball and taking third on the wild pitch. Hawks Canadian-born first baseman digging in. Ready for the 2-2 pitch. It's outside. Dixon thought he had him backdoored with that breaking ball, but it just misses off the plate according to the home plate umpire. Now the full count pitch. In the dirt, in fact, it hits him. Harkins will be sent back to third. Touches the plate anyway. But now he will dance back to the third base bag. Man at the corners now, 1 out for Chase Gresham. So 1 out now for Chase Gresham. McWillie at first, Harkins at third. First pitch to Chase Gresham is high and away. Want to know the count on the Hawks' second baseman. 1-0 pitch is well outside. And Montgomery, a nice job just to corral that one. After seeing that, it appears that Clark Atlanta is going to take a trip out to the mound and head to the bullpen once again here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Hey guys, this is Jacob Pager, number 1, right fielder for Shorter University, currently in my junior year. Just wanted to give a special shout out to my mom, my dad, my sister, my grandma, my grandpa, aunt, uncle, my lovely girlfriend, and the entire Shorter community, Shorter Nation. Flyhawks, love you guys. Peace be with you.
So Dixon, it appears, will remain in the game despite the lengthy mound visit. 2-0 count as Gresham takes down and in for ball 3. Heavy activity in Clark Atlanta's bullpen. But Mateus Carter opting to keep Jordan Dixon in the ballgame, at least for the moment, but he's behind 3-0 on Chase Gresham. This one is inside for ball 4, and the bases are once again loaded for the Hawks. So that brings forth Braylon Mitchell now. Bases full of Hawks with just one out of the inning. Just an update on Demetrius McCants. It was scored a hit, an infield single for the first hit of his Shorter career. He has since scored. Bases loaded now for Braylon Mitchell. This one's in the dirt, since Mitchell dancing out of the way to avoid it. Here's the 1-0. Mitchell takes a strike. One pitch, misses upstairs. Did miss by a whole lot, but home plate umpire not contorting his zone to fit the score of this game. It's a 2-1 count on Braylon Mitchell. Mitchell with a big swing. He fouls this one off to the right side. Despite the 17 runs and 11 hits, the Hawks do not have a homer in this game. After hitting 10 as a team this past weekend, Hawks have flirted with the wall a few times, but have only hit off of it, have yet to gone over it. We'll see if Braylon Mitchell can change that with the 2-2 pitch. Instead, he comes up empty with the swing, strike 3. He's out number 2. So here's Colin Perkins, hitting once again with the bases loaded. Perkins sent one off the left field wall a few innings prior. Nearly had himself a home run. As this one runs inside and hits him, and it will score Isaac Harkins. It's now 18-8. That brings up Cole Godfrey. Godfrey led off the inning. So for the third time today, the Hawks have batted around. First pitch to Godfrey misses, ball 1. 1-0 count on the Hawks catcher Cole Godfrey. Pitch on the way is fouled back. Godfrey went down to get that one and sent it off the screen for strike one. For Godfrey, 5 hits and 21 at-bats entering play today. Awaits the 1-1 pitch. Outside. Godfrey ahead, 2 balls and a strike. Bases loaded, 2 outs. McWillie the lead runner at third. Godfrey off the in, and he sends it out of play off to the right side. Over the Clark Atlanta dugout for strike 2. Godfrey, the 10th Hawk hitter of the inning. He himself led off this inning with a ground out to third. Since then, the Hawks have tallied 4 runs. 2-2 is in the dirt. A full count pitch coming to Cole Godfrey. Clark Atlanta in danger of walking in yet another run. Here's the full count pitch. It's high and away, ball 4, and another run will come home on the walk. This time it's Tyler McWillie, and Coach Carter's seen enough. He's coming out to the mound. This time he will be pulling Jordan Dixon, motioning to his bullpen officially this time in a 11-run ball game here in the bottom of the 6th inning. New pitcher on the mound for Clark Atlanta is number 6, Jermaine Brock Jr. Brock started this game at third base for Clark Atlanta, but has since moved to the mound, hoping to collect the final out for the Panthers here in the home half of the 6th inning when they've seen the Hawks push across 5 runs. Here's Cody Kraus. Kraus goes after the first one and pops it up. Middle of the infield. It'll be the shortstop Page calling for it and taking it to retire the side. At long last, the Hawks bring an end to the bottom of the 6th inning, but not before they push across 5 runs to push the deficit back to 11. We head to the 7th. It's all Hawks. New pitcher on the mound for the Hawks is number 20, Caleb McGinnis, the 6'even junior from Hoax Bluff, Alabama, the transfer from Southern Union State University, SUSU. Will come on here in the top of the 7th inning. He'll face off against 9-1-2 in the order, starting with Courage Montgomery. First pitch, outside, ball 1. Fastball tipped into the mid of Godfrey, strike 1. So the sun getting to twilight on the Hawks 2023 season. Hawks playing their final home game here in Rome. This one shot in the air to right. David Bayo, newly checking into the game, moving over to his left, making the catch for out number 1. So we heard from Jacob Pager during a mound meeting in the last inning, and David Bayo comes on as his defensive replacement here in the top of the 7th. He makes the grab for out number 1. Back to the top now for Eason Bing. Nice start from McGinnis, 1 up and 1 down to open the inning. Bing taking outside, ball 1. Bing off of McGinnis. It ricochets over to first. McWillie will pick it up, and he is unable to make the tag. So a funky play. It ricocheted, looked like off the leg of Caleb McGinnis out to McWillie at first, but McWillie missed the tag according to the field umpire. And Bing chilling over at first base. Clark Atlanta with a 1-out base runner. So McGinnis maybe a little shaken up after the comebacker off the bat of Bing. I presume it'll be scored an infield single for Clark Atlanta. Umpire and the Hawks trainer, as well as Wes Timmons, out to check on the Hawks reliever. McGinnis is the Hawks' 8th pitcher of the afternoon. He's going to throw a few warm-up tosses here to make sure he's all right. He gives the thumbs up, and he's going to stay in this game. So 1 on, 1 out now for Daniel Gay. Daniel Gay, the sophomore from Chicago, Illinois, graduate of Lindblom Academy High School, will face off against Caleb McGinnis with his teammate Eason Bing standing over at first base. This one's in the dirt, smothered by Godfrey. Shot down the left field line and into the Hawks bullpen for a foul ball. Daniel Gay smoked that one, but fortunately for the Hawks, he was well out in front of it. Gay's had a big day at the plate. 2 for 2 with 2 singles, a pair of walks, and 3 runs scored, along with a stolen base. Hawks have been unable to retire Daniel Gay out of the 2 spot here in this contest. Bing's moving. Pitches off the glove of Cole Godfrey to the backstop. An easy stolen base for Eason Bing. Make that the 16th stolen base for Eason Bing. He's now 16 out of 19 on the season. He's in scoring position now at second. That erases the possibility of a ground ball double play. And a 2-1 count now on Daniel Gay. Strike called. 2-2. Good fastball there from Caleb McGinnis. Count even, 2-2. McGinnis checks the runner. Now to the plate. Down low. This has been an absolute barn burner of a game. 3.5 hours in, we're in the top of the 7th inning. 27 runs coming to the plate through 6+ innings of baseball. This one is fouled out of play by Daniel Gay. Count holds 3-2. Here it is from McGinnis, the 3-2. Outside, they check his swing, and they'll say no swing. It's a walk to Daniel Gay. His 5th time reaching base today, his 3rd walk. Gay's been an absolute force out of the 2 spot today for Clark Atlanta. And here comes Wes Timmons going to his bullpen once again. Caleb McGinnis this afternoon will conclude after the 1-out walk to Daniel Gay. New pitcher on the mound for the Hawks is number 23, Jesse Simpson, the 6'3" senior righty from Victoria, British Columbia, Canada. Will come on with men at 1st and 2nd and 1 out for Contavious Veal. Simpson checks the runner at 2nd, working from the stretch, fires the first pitch, which is a foul ball. That one looked like it got a piece of Cole Godfrey behind the plate, so the home plate umpire will check on him. Godfrey says he's okay. 0-1 count now on Veal. Veal is 1 for 2 with a single, a sacrifice fly, a walk, and a strikeout. Here's the 0-1 from Simpson. Fouled straight back. Nice job by Simpson out of the pen, pumping 2 straight strikes into the zone. He's ahead of Veal. No balls and 2 strikes. Simpson making his 12th appearance of the season. Coming on with 2 on and 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Hawks lead by 11. 0-2. In the air to center. Moving over is Kraus. He makes the catch. Tagging is the runner, but heading back to 2nd is Eason Bing. A fly out to center for the first batter that Jesse Simpson faces. Good start for him out of the pen. And Victor Brown will come to the plate with 2 outs. Victor Brown getting his 5th plate appearance of the game. He's 0 for 2 with a pair of walks. Chopper, third base side, and foul. Over the head of the Hawks graduate assistant coach Tim Andre in his first season here at Shorter University by way of the University of Dallas. Unable to come up with that one. Simpson ahead, 0-1. Here's the pitch. In for a strike, 0-2. Good pitch there from Jesse Simpson. Fastball right over the outside corner. Simpson looking to throw up a 0 for the first time. This is back in the 4th inning. Clark Atlanta has scored 3 runs in consecutive innings. They trimmed down the deficit, but the Hawks answered back with 5 of their own in the bottom of the 6th. Here's the 0-2 from Simpson. Just missed away. Good pitch. Good spot there from Simpson with an 0-2 pitch. But could not elicit a chase from Victor Brown. So it's a 1-2 count on the Clark Atlanta right fielder. Here it is from Jesse Simpson. Cut on miss, strike 3, an emergency hack from Victor Brown. He's far too late, and that's going to do it. That'll be the ball game. The Hawks are victorious in their final game at home by a final score of 19-8. With their win today, the Hawks improved their record to 25-19 overall. This is a non-conference game, so it will not affect their GSC standing. But their next game will. They travel to Lee University, Cleveland, Tennessee this upcoming weekend for an absolutely critical 3-game set against the Lee University Flames. This will more than likely decide their seeding in the tournament. In the unlikely event of a sweep, the Hawks do have a chance to miss the tournament altogether. Let's send some good wishes for the Hawks that they will come out victorious in that series and send them on well to the Gulf South Conference Tournament, where they'll look to make some noise just as they did last year. Hawks entered the tournament as a very low seed and ended up finishing runner-up to those Lee Flames, so Hawks have waited all year for this series. So perhaps some retribution will be on the mind of the Shorter Hawks as they take the field in Cleveland this weekend. Once again, the Hawks win by a final score of 19-8. Hawks record improves to 25-19. The final line today, first for the visiting Clark Atlanta University Panthers. 8 runs on 8 hits and 2 errors. They left 11 men on base. For the Hawks in victory, 19 runs on just 11 hits. They also committed 2 errors in the field while leaving a plethora of runners on base. 14 men stranded for the Hawks through 6 innings of offensive action. My name is John Warner. Thank you for following along not only today but all season long. It's been a great season of Hawks baseball, and we wish them well as they head to the Gulf South Conference Tournament. I hope to see you next season. I've been John Warner.